you got to reflect on the for me personally, I look back on every year and I'm relatively disappointed when I do. And that's not to get all depressed or whatever. Okay. But the point is like when I look back on the year and I feel like I could have done more, I could have done better. That's typically a great sign, and that's a sign of growth as an individual. It's a sign of maturing. If you're an artist or you're somebody that creates art or you create products or whatever, and you look at your old product and you're like, oh my God, I can't even believe anybody liked this. Like, watching your old YouTube videos, watching yourself, how you used to dress, looking at old pictures of yourself. If you look back with a little bit of healthy shame, like, oh my God, like what was I even doing? Like why was I even wearing that? Like, how did I even get laid? Right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Done properly with a healthy outlook on it, it is a good thing because it shows development. Okay. And that's what you want to be striving for in life. In order, because look, if you want to get something different than what you have in life, who you are right now is not good enough to get it. Because if you were, then you would have it. You need to change and you need to become somebody else. And when you become that new person, then the life that you want, you attract it because you have become the person worthy of it. See, the biggest thing I think that we have in as a problem as men is we are as equally delusional to women, if not more, sometimes in certain contexts. Okay. A lot of guys think that being busy, like just because you're doing something means you're being productive. Okay. And that's probably one of the biggest male copes out there is people just think, oh, I'm busy. I'm busy because I'm cutting mushrooms or buying beer or fucking doing this bullshit or that bullshit because you're busy, therefore you're being productive. And that's not the case whatsoever. Okay. You're going to know if you're productive if the work that you are doing is getting you the outcome you desire. So, if all of 2023, your goal was to, I don't know, lose 20 pounds and you didn't lose it and you had an entire year to do it. Okay. So, what were you doing with that time? Because you were alive, you were spending time, you were spending money, right? But you didn't achieve your goal. So you were thinking you're being productive, but reality is you're just being busy. And busy is just, a nicer way of saying wasting your fucking time. Okay. If you want to make a change in your life, you have to be dead ass serious. You have to be fucking locked in and ready to go. It needs to be a day in and day out thing. It's not I'm gonna kill it on Monday and then well I took I have to wait until next week to get my shit together and crush it again. That's not the case at all. Okay. It is a day in and day out thing that you have to consistently compound doing. And then eventually, after a long period of time, you'll have your breakthrough. Okay. That's the reality about success. All these people are like, oh, like, I saw something the other day. I don't know if I should fucking give this guy any clout, but I saw something the other day and it was honestly, it was just so fucking mind blowing to me just to see how somebody would sign up for this thing and believe this guy's bullshit. Um, there's a guy out there offering some kind of like crypto consultation package or some shit like that. And when he's guaranteeing that they're gonna make you profits and you can become a millionaire with a $5,000 investment. And I couldn't even believe it when I saw this shit. I was just like, wow, people really believe this bullshit. And that's just not the case. Like you have to do so much work in the dark. You have to do so much work unnoticed, unpraised. You have to do incredible amounts of things. And then after a long time of consistency and hard work, then you get the breakthrough. Okay. One thing I've noticed is a lot of guys, they, how do I put this? The first sign of trouble, the first sign of um the first sign of difficulty, the first sign of conflict, immediately they crumble. They quit. They're like, this is crazy. I can never do this. Right. Um, and if that's your outlook on these things, then you have to understand that like mediocrity is your destiny. That's what a lot of people don't want to say. A lot of people don't want to be real on YouTube. They want to sell you bullshit. Yeah, man, just do your best, man. You got this, man. You're gonna do amazing. You're gonna do amazing. And the reality is no, you're not. If you're not doing what you need to do, you're not gonna succeed. Okay. You are not the exception to the rule. You are the rule. You're only the exception when you prove that you're the exception. Okay. I see a lot of guys talking, 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 talking. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Bragging about the most bullshit in and out things of their life, like the dumbest. Like, oh, look at me. I fucking got this to drink today. Oh, look at me. I did this. And it's just like, motherfucker, you're just living your daily life and you're proud of these things. Like, okay, I get it. You should feel good about yourself, sure. But there does come a position where you're bordering on delusion. You're just thinking like, oh, like, I fucking I woke up and I worked for 4 hours on business ideas in my head. And if that's all you've been doing and you're not doing anything to generate money, you're not doing anything to like have a solid plan, then what do you like? You're delusional. You're absolutely delusional. And a lot of guys are delusional. A lot of them are. And like I said, it comes off like I'm being a dick. It comes off like I'm being an asshole. But I'm the multimillionaire. I'm the multimillion-dollar earning person. You're not. Like I have done it. I have proof of concept. You don't.